Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach how to make a fairy horse. And this is my friend's account. I made one on my account just to make sure it worked. But let's get started. Let's just name that Yay. I have just made the first horse for the first step to making a fairy horse. So let's go to that. What's this lag stops? I'm going to pause it till it lags. Okay, so we've gotten the first horse, and the things you will need. You will need apples to tame the horses, because they will need to be tamed before you can breed them. Some saddles. You don't have to have the saddles, it's just if you want to keep the horses. A wild horse egg, golden apples, wheat, and pumpkin. And a lead if you want to take them to a farm. Why you need the wheat is if you want to grow the horses up. And this one's already tamed, so we don't need to get an apple. And I'm gonna keep this horse for my friend. Sometimes you need a little bit more wheat, though. This is my first tutorial. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffling a little bit, because I have just a little bit of a cold. And there we go. Okay. So you can get your lead if you want to keep the horses. Well, I don't really need the horses, but you breed this brown horse with the horse you just saw me kill. And you have a chance of getting a horse just like its parents. So if that happens, just try again. And why I just killed those two horses is because you cannot have any horses more than 8 blocks, or less than 8 blocks next to it, because then they won't breed. So you get this horse and a black horse. So let me just put that away. So you get a black horse, and if you don't have this, the crafted mod, sorry, if you don't have the craftable animals mod, then you can just spawn one. But, oh, that's right. And it didn't work for me the first time, so I had to get a black horse with socks. So we spawn that, and you can tame it. I don't know why it's so laggy. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to tame this. Okay, so we've tamed the horse. And, oh cool, it's got different colored eyes. That's cool. Oh, we can go back to that. Okay. And give that a bunch of pumpkins. Really, you only need to give it one if you're in survival. But you do that. And then you let them breed. So let's do that. Okay, so we are breeding them. I like to just stay here and just feed them a few times, just to be sure. But whenever they get done breeding, they should make a horse like this one, but it should be a black cow horse. And you need that to tame a zebra. You'll see why if you don't know how to make a fairy horse. So they just keep breeding. So let's let them do. Okay, so they've breeded, and I'm not sure if it's the cow horse or not. So let's just name it cow. And let's go on over there. Hold on a moment. Okay, so it was in fact the cow horse that we were hoping for. So let's go ahead and grow it up. Whoops. And you just keep feeding it wheat till it's all grown up. Okay. And then we can put the saddle on it. There we are. So you ride the cow. And you ride it out of here. Let's see. Gotta get on. Okay. I'm gonna have to spawn one, so you can spawn one. It's not always gonna be the zebra, of course. There we are. And then you have to be riding the cow horse, or you can ride a spotted one, but it has to be tier 4. So you get whatever you would tame a normal horse with. So you get an apple, and you feed it, and then that'll show up. So you can just choose something random. I just chose Zebes. Put a saddle on it. You can ride it just like a normal horse. But the reason I did this is so that these two can breed, and it'll make a horse. And you can tame a zebra with any horse. It doesn't have to be the cow horse. I'm just choosing the cow horse. So let's see. Let's just get the fence back out. Sorry about my coughing. So I'll get them settled. Okay, so we've got them all settled, and now we feed them both a pumpkin, or some wheat, or a cake. So I like to choose pumpkins. So feed that one, and that one. And then we let them breed. Okay, something that I just would like to include is that when I bred these two on my world, I did not get the right horse. I got a gray horse, and it had the same eyes as the Low Creatures horses. And I killed it, and then I got a ghost horse. So if that happens to you, then I guess that's just something that happens. But if it doesn't happen, then if anybody knows what's going on, if you could please just comment and tell me, because that was just sort of weird. I killed the horse, and then another name thing popped up. I named it Woe, and it was a ghost horse. It was really cool, but weird at the same time. So we're gonna let them breed. Okay, so they've bred, and I'm not sure if this is the right horse or not, so let's just name it. I don't know, I'm just naming them random. So there they are. Let's go see if it's the right horse or if it's that gray horse that I keep getting. Yay, it's the right one. Okay, good then. So this is what they're going to look like. They're pretty cool. But when I got the gray horse, it was already an adult and it didn't let me name it, so that was sort of weird. So let's feed it some wheat. Sorry about that. And these horses are about to get in the way, so let's just move a bit closer. Let's see. And we're almost done, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to get a pet amulet. Put it in the pet amulet, and then duplicate, because you are going to need more than one. Because it takes up less time, but to duplicate, you press down on the scroll button. So let me just take these to the designated area. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to need Essence of Darkness, Essence of Fire, and Essence of Light. So, we're going to feed one Essence of Darkness, and it'll transform into a bat horse. It looks pretty freaking cool. And then you're going to get one Essence of Fire, and it will transform into this cool midnight horse. And whenever you hit it with a whip, everywhere it goes, it has fire, but I'm not going to do that because I've got wood all around here. And then you're going to feed the midnight one an Essence of Light. And if you want a midnight horse, then you probably are going to duplicate. So you're going to feed that. It should turn into a unicorn. Yeah. And then you're going to get your bat horse. You have to get a saddle. So let's do that. Put a saddle on it. And then you're going to ride it all the way up. And you have to build a platform pretty high up in the sky. You have to build it above the cloud level, so I'm going to fly up there. Okay, so once you've got him above cloud level, and it won't work unless you do it above cloud level, you feed him an Essence of Light, and he will turn into a Pegasus. He looks pretty cool, I'll say that. So I'm going to do a few things for my friend, so I'll do that. Okay, and now that you've gotten your Pegasus and your unicorn down from that really high up platform, you're going to do like the pumpkins and just feed them both one with the Essence of Light. So you feed that one, and that one, and they'll start breeding. It's going to take them a while. So, and the only thing is it takes your Pegasus and your unicorn, so before you breed them, you might want to duplicate if you still want to keep them. Oops. Okay guys, we've done it. We've made the fairy horse. And you'll know it's a fairy horse because it'll make a little magical noise. Wouldn't want it to be named G. It's so cute, but it takes your Pegasus and your unicorn, like I said. And if you don't like that color, then you can dye it any color you want. And I'm going to dye this one cyan because I just really like the cyan ones. So you just feed it to them. And I'll change that color. It's really cool. And now that I have done that, I do not believe I can duplicate, so that is the only thing. But you put it in the fairy amulet, it does that, and then it gives you your fairy amulet back. So let me just see if I can duplicate and make it a different color. Don't believe I can, so I think I just made a really big mistake.